Hey-o, it's me. It's Laura B at Craft and See with Laura B. How are y'all doing? I'm just trying to get situated in my chair. I'm okay. So, this is going up on Friday. It's Thursday for me. It'll be Friday for you. I had a video to go up already, and then I ended up either only filming 35 seconds of it, even though I could have sworn I filmed more because I kept checking it, or I accidentally erased it. You know, boneheaded things we do once in a while. But anyway, so here I am doing something completely different, and I'm filming for tomorrow. It's in the evening and later than I normally film, so you'll have to excuse me for any increased wanderings, shall we say. I have had a couple of days, let me tell you that much. So today we are working again in Flora's Secret, the accordion journal I'm making from the DigiKit Flora's Secret from Janie B Journals. And anyway, we are going to work in Signature 2. This is the second one I had made because, well, that was one of my issues that I had today. If you'll remember, on Wednesday, we did the watercolor on fabric. And that was about the only thing I got. Luckily, I could save that for this one. So, what happened to me? Let's get started. Okay. And I need to get down a stencil, which I thought I did, but actually, I might still have it. No, I bet I do. I bet it's still down here. Anyway, so what happened to me today? Well, I was looking at some papers, another kit for something that I'm planning on doing. And, well, I was sitting here like this, and I was holding my coffee and my laptop's right here, and I'm slurping and slurping away and just really into what I'm looking at. And, you know, the ideas start percolating and all this stuff. And then, apparently, I tried to pick the bleepity bleepity bleep 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 thing up by the lid and not the actual mug. You've seen my mug. And I came off the desk about this much and promptly dumped over onto everything. I mean everything. My laptop, my second signature got ruined, my papers, I had to toss a bunch. It was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. I'm still struggling to recover from it. In fact, as I was cleaning up some things over here and rearranging, I ran into more coffee that I hadn't gotten cleaned up. So my entire area through here smells like, spilled coffee. And, yeah. And I know I had that stencil out here, y'all, and I just don't know what happened to it. Anyway, alright, let me find another one. So, I'm reaching up over here. So, yeah, I have been, doing that all day and having issues after issue after issue. It was a nightmare, I tell ya, a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. I'm very unhappy with myself. Very unhappy. Accidents happen, but I was telling a friend, I'm like, yeah, but it was my carelessness. This is really making me mad because I had it sitting right over here. Anyway, just find another one and leave it. The thing is with this one stencil, when I was flipping through my O-ring of stencils, I had kept seeing it, and then I couldn't find it. I kept seeing it, and I couldn't find it. It was very, very vexing. So we are just going to use another one. What I want to do is stencil this envelope, because it's going to be a writing spot. Anyway, so this is the first signature. We got that one done. I'll show you more when I do more of a detailed flip through, but otherwise we're going to be here all night. What I have done with this one so far is printed one of the pages onto the tracing paper and then just use double-sided tape. Fold it in half and use double-sided tape just to give it a little bit of a different feel and look, texture. I was able to save this one thing. And yes, it got coffee, but, you know, it's old. So, but this did not, this was like the only thing out of all of it, the whole signature, that didn't get ruined. I mean, we're talking paper sticking to each other and tearing it. Yeah, it was just, oh, it was a nightmare, I tell you, a nightmare. So, there's that discombobulation. And I lost more lace, which is fine, you know, it'll be great in other journals, you know, all coffee stain and stuff like that, but not for what I want on this one. So yeah, I just unhappy with myself. Anyway, so what have y'all been up to? I'm going to quickly do this. Like I said, I've been up to that. I've been literally up to trying to fix my boneheaded mistake that I did. And I knew I shouldn't have put it there. Well, the thing is I was drinking it, so it wasn't like I knocked it over, you know, or forgot that it was there. I was actively drinking out of it, and just ringer. But here I am. You know, everything is pretty much okay. The laptop works. Ish. It doesn't, the touch screen doesn't work anymore. I can't figure out how to get the, yeah, touch screen just doesn't work. But you know what? The rest of the laptop works fine. It's just the touch screen is non-touchable. Not like it's non-touchable. It just, you can touch it all day long and it just doesn't do anything. So, and I'm not used to having one. Well, I am now. Trust me, I am now, but I wasn't then, so. See, look, coffee. Coffee even made that, yeah, coffee even made it all the way up there. Arg. I'm telling you, it was just a trying day with that. The rest of the day was fine. And you know, that's totally first world problems, so. I mean, I know that other people, the weather in Colorado right now, they even made our AM news this morning talking about, I can't remember the name of the town, but it's somewhere around Big Rocks, Red Rocks, Big Rock, something like that. Red Rocks. My brain has just gone kaput. So yeah, there's that. And, you know, a friend of mine, Jamie, was from Love You More Journals. She was sending me some weather updates on her phone. So they're getting, you know, lots of storms. And, you know, they don't get weak little things. Like, they get significant rain, hail, tornadoes, all that kind of stuff, thunderstorms. And I have to say, after, you know, 7 years in West Texas, I miss some of those storms. I miss watching the thunder and the lightning roll in. Ugh, I miss that. Not the, you know, not the hail, the golf ball sized hail, not the tornadoes, nothing like that. But the thunder, the lightning, yeah, I miss that a lot. We don't get that much here, not on this side of the Cascades. So, anyway, what have y'all been up to? Make sure I'm still recording because, you know, I'm just getting paranoid about that now. Well, and I realized I did this the wrong way. Or, not the wrong way. Just not the way I had originally intended it. So, anyway. Anyone having, it's, you know, Friday. Do you have big plans for the weekend? I have not. Not that I know of, anyway. If I do, I don't remember. You know how it goes. If you do, you don't remember, which is pretty sad. Oh yeah, see, this was the original cover. And it just, yeah. So it's, like I said, it's in the evening. It's coming on 7 o'clock, which is, you know, about 5-6 hours later than I usually like to film. I'm kind of a morning person. I feel like I do my best work in the morning. I'm, you know, more awake. I just am a morning person. I'm not, when I say I'm a a morning person, that does not mean I'm chipper in the morning. It does not mean that at all. It does not mean I want to talk to anyone. It just means that I do my best work in the morning. Anyway, what else do I know? I feel like I can't say that because Kyung says that, and I don't want to. I guess I don't need to be so precious about this. The fan is on behind me. I apologize for the noise if it's too bothersome, but I turned off my air conditioning for y'all, so no offense, but y'all can just deal with the noise, you know. Well, if you see something, Izzy girl, go get it. Not that it's too tremendously hot here. It's really not. But like I said, it gets above a certain temperature and it's just way, way too warm for me, and it's about hit that for me. I gotta get something to drink. Sorry. I can feel, I must be having a hot flash because I can feel my everything turning red. I am so sorry. I apologize profusely. I just suddenly, wow. I'm not going to have time to film in the morning. I really want to get this up first thing. You know, I like my videos to come out at 5 o'clock. Not sure why, I don't need that, why I have that particular number in mind or time, but I just do. Whew. So like I said, I do have the fan on behind me, and I'm about to have to turn it up. It'll just be for a hot couple, 30 seconds, minute, until my sorry guys. I'm so sorry. There we go. I think I'm okay now. I think I can live. I think I can live. Wow. Yeah, that's... I really wish my body wasn't like this. I wish that I could be all like, oh, wow, it's hot outside. No big deal. And it's not hot. It really isn't. It's just, I can't deal. I just can't deal. Y'all, I cannot deal with any kind of heat anymore. And I can hear some of you rolling your eyes. It's like, it's only how hot? It's only how warm out there? What's the temp? You don't know warm. Yeah, I do. I'm just very thankful I don't live in West Texas anymore. I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd never go outside, that's for sure. I'd probably pass out just walking to get the mail. I sure would. So, what else is going on? I do not know. I do not know. Here we are. We're gonna have a little tuck spot. Find something to tuck. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, look, here's some more coffeed paper. It was bad. Like I said, I was starting to film this, just about to, and I moved something. I was rearranging something. There's a tuck. Rearranged something over here, and there's a puddle of coffee. It was just bad. Oh, I know, that's what we can do. That's what we can do. We will just That's what that's going to be. It's going to be a tuck and a way to keep that closed. So yay us. Yay! We did something. Alright, and the other thing, what else did I want to do? I wanted to put a couple more pockets. If we have enough time. Let's see, I wanted to put, I got these from a bunch of hummingbirds from Carolyn's Musing. Might be Musings on Etsy. And so this paper is nice and large. And I'm actually going to use it as a tuck spot. Excuse me, I take that big old drink of water and now I'm belching. Because, you know, I'm just rude like that apparently tonight. My body is just like, you know what? We're going to forego everything. All niceties, because even though you were raised with manners, we're going to act like you weren't. Yeah, that's good. Sorry, thinking of myself. Make that an upper tuck. Like that. I know there's a bird out there. Go find it. Not that she can get it, but... Oh, yes, I know. It's hard. You can't see anything because the drapes are closed in that other room, huh? Sorry. Gotta talk to the dog. Gotta talk to the dog. Oh. I'm trying to think of what else happened. I mean, things happened. But I don't know if y'all want to hear it or not. I had a little bit of tragedy yesterday. And I'm going to do this as a cue for me when I'm watching this video. If you don't want to listen to a tragedy, then you might want to turn the volume down for the next few seconds, and I'll give some kind of signal saying it's over. But I lost one of my hens yesterday. Yeah. Still upset about it. I know logically I didn't do anything wrong. I call her Poopy Butt. I have two Rhode Island Reds, and they looked identical. You couldn't tell them. I couldn't tell them apart. So this one had a poop butt, and you know, my friend who is a seasoned chicken owner, in fact I got them from her, she says there's nothing wrong with her, she's just being nasty, she's not, for whatever reason, she's not keeping herself clean. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, and so I had already had one rear end cleaning session, and immediately, you know, it got dirty again. And so I had to clean her up again, which involves holding her, and she didn't like it. You know, basically you hold them like this. I don't know if you can see me. You hold them like this in your arm, and with their rear end up to you, you know, and their wings and everything down. So you're kind of holding them like this, and, you know, warm water and a rag and stuff, and trying to get the clumps and, you know, all that stuff off. And I was almost done, and she was, you know, doing the leave me alone kind of squawking bit. Not squawking, but, you know, trying to get loose. And I was almost done, like I said. And so I kind of just dried her off a little bit and put her back in the coop. And she flopped over on her side, which they do when they're throwing a fit. I've seen them do it before. You know, when they're throwing a fit, they don't want to stand up. They kind of like flop over and won't move. And anyway, she convulsed a few times. And, you know, I tried to stand her back up and she just fell back over. And I really thought she was throwing a fit. And, you know, being mad at me and everything. And so I picked her up. And anyway, I tried breathing into her mouth, her beak, and it was nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. So she died in my arms, and I was just, sorry, in hysterics, pretty much. Convinced I had done something wrong. And knowing that I hadn't, you know, like, I've done this with her before, the same exact thing, and while she didn't like it, because who would, she was okay. So I got a hold of my friend, and, you know, I was all crying on the phone. Oh, I killed my chicken, I killed her. And she's like, no, you didn't. She said, obviously she was sick, and we just didn't know it. She says, this happens, you know, it's something that happens. She said she had one pass away, and suddenly with her, not the same, you know, she wasn't doing the same thing, but she was holding her, and she has no idea. She goes, I have no idea why and what happened. But it is something apparently that can happen. So, anyway, sorry. That was my day yesterday. That's why I didn't film yesterday. I was just, as you can imagine, that took my time and attention. So, there's my signal that everybody can turn on your volume again, and, you know, so I buried her under the tree in the run, so, you know, away from, I do have a dog, and I don't need that nonsense going on. So there's my story. Let me get a punch for that. So yeah, now I'm down to 3 hens. But I was able to confirm that she was the one that was laying the, oh, I can't remember what they call it. The lumpy eggs. Her eggs had, like, ridges in them, like areas that had more, eggshell buildup. So, and there, you know, obviously, there's always a various myriad sundry of reasons why the eggs might look abnormal, and illness was one of them. So, yeah, I am still surprisingly upset because, you know, I had to tell Joe, and he was already upset, you know, that Francine is actually frankincense and had to be rehomed to a place that, you know, that wanted to take roosters. I don't. If I wanted a rooster, I'd still have Jasper. You know, if I wanted to piss off my neighbors more, I'd still have that one. So, anyway, I didn't realize he was still upset about that, but yeah, because I told him about, you know, poopy butt. When they came to me, they were thing 1 and thing 2. And thing 1 or thing 2, whichever one, had a blue band around its leg, and then one day the blue band fell off. And so I had no idea who was who. You know, because they look just the same. They look exactly the same. So I just called her, you know, poopy butt. It may be grade schoolish, but it worked. Because, you know, then I could tell the difference. But, so obviously, there was something wrong that is not infectious, because the other ones are fine. So now I'm on the hunt for another layer. I don't think I want, I don't know. Oh, girl, what'd you get? What'd you see? What'd you hear? So, yeah, there's my story for yesterday. Oh, is getting into the story. What? All right, go find it. Sheesh. Obviously, there's something up her. She thinks she sees or hears something. Not sure. Anyway. But other than that, things are good. You know, that's just something that happens. You know, not always a rhyme or reason. It just does. There, yay. We did it, we did it, we did it. My day gitches. Anyway, so those are my last couple of days. What do I plan on doing this weekend? I'm not sure. Oh, what, you decided you didn't want to go get it? I'm a little bit irritated because after spilling coffee, I realized I don't have all my little scraps. Why? Because I spilled coffee over all my little scraps. I spilled like probably 4 ounces of that or more just all over the floor. So let's go to the front. To the front, to the front, to the front, front. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Anyway. I don't know, you probably can't hear them, but my Eurasian colored doves are out there singing. Woohoo, woo, 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 woo. That's my really crappy. Actually, I can do better, but it's like when I feel like I'm on the spotlight and under the spotlight. I'm like, here, do your Eurasian colored dove right now. Ah. Can't do it, can't do it. Just double checking to make sure I'm doing it how I want it. Yes, I sure did. I did it, I did it, I did it. I did it. So yeah, it's been kind of an emotional week this week for me. You know, I had the whole thing with Izzy on Saturday. Ugh. She's not in here. I thought she was in here. I was going to say, yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, ungrateful thing. Oh, what I didn't say is I had to run up to the church just up the street. I mean, like 5 minutes walking distance, if that. The other day, so I was like, yeah, I'll take her with me, right? It really was a real quick trip. It was like 10 minutes. As in, I'm there for 10 minutes. Oh, shoot. I knew there was a flaw in my otherwise flawless plan. Ugh. Oh well, it's just gonna be really big. That's it. That's all. It's just gonna be really big. Anyway, I know you eagle-eyed fans out there saw this. Oh, well, I'm just not gonna fret anymore over it. It's going sideways on me. So anyway, I go up. It's a real quick trip. So I take her. But I don't unroll the window all the way. You know. And so everything goes fine. You know, like I said, was up there real quick. And come back. And, you know, I have to... Why is this just not working for me? Ugh. I feel like I'm just missing something obvious. So, what do I say? So it's a real quick trip. Coming back. Pull into the gate, you know, through the gate. And get out to lock it. And this time, I'm not letting her out. Normally, I let her out and she, you know, runs up the hill. But nope, 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 no. You lost all your privileges for that. I'm not liking this at all. Just not liking it. Sorry, guys. I just don't like it. Anyway, so. Alright. Oh, it is this way. Butterfly's going to sacrifice himself. So I get in through the gate. Everything's fine. I won't let her out. Because it's like, nope, 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 nope. Not taking a chance with you. You do not get to get OUT out of the car. Because she is laying right there. Until I'm squarely in this gate. Not going to happen. But she didn't like that. So I, you know, shut the door. Get out, lock the gate, shut the gate, lock the gate, yank on the deadbolt several times, padlock, I mean, make sure that it's not going to swing open in the wind. And I get back in the car, and she tries to get out as I'm getting in the car, and I kind of like, no, push her back. So what is a little, you know what, which is the technical term for a dog, a female dog, do? There's about this much room, maybe this much. I don't know if you can see, maybe 2 feet, if that, from the car door and the gate. So she jumps out of the window. I was livid. I mean livid. And yes, we were behind the locked gate. So her jumping out was not going to, you know, she wasn't going to be able to run off anywhere. It was the whole point that that's not allowed. You will not jump out that gate, that open window. Sorry, I have a hard time doing these one-handed. There. Anyway. Oh, for air. Just leave it. Just leave it. Getting up in my head. Anyway, so yeah. So she knew. Oh, she knew. I roared up that hill, yelling at her. You know, C-R-A-T-E. With like 15 exclamation points behind it. And, you know, pointing. And she didn't want to go. No, she did not want to go. She knew she was in for it. So, yep. I don't know what her issue is. I don't know. She's 5. I don't know, 5.5 now. I don't know if it, I mean, I know her teenage years are well past, but, so I really don't know what her issue is, but she needs to knock her stuff off. Why do I always do this? So, yeah, that's my latest story with her. Other than that, not much has been happening. You know, it's just the same old, same old. Same old, same old, same old. Nothing new under the sun. It's like I feel like I'm on the, not even in the, utilizing my full habit trail. I'm just on the wheel. Just spinning around and around and around. Just running around and around. In my merry way, you know. Not saying anything, with the exception of a couple things. Anything horrible is happening. Just, you know. It's the same circle. SSDD. But you know, I craft. There's Craft and there's Craft Joe. Chicken's house. Video. Joe. Craft. House. Video. Joe. Craft. House. Yard. Video. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. It's like, but there's not a whole lot of excitement in any of it. It's not horrible. It's just life. Just life. Come on. Or just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit this way. A little bit that way. This is just going to have to be good enough, and I'm going to have to let it be good enough and not go all up about it. Okay. I'm going to save this part for a little bit later. There we go. So that will fit like this. I really like that. That'll be a nice tuck. Okay. Nope, that's not a tuck. Where is my stuff? I had to move it all real quick. Because, you know, well, here's one that's halfway decent. There. See, won't that be pretty? You know, no, I'm not using, there's not a lot of ephemera. I mean, there's this kind, but fussy cuts. That's what I'm trying to say. There's not a lot of fussy cuts to her. This kit. To make stuff like this out of, is what I'm trying to say, and I'm badly. I'm trying to say it badly. Come on. Go through. Oh, I figured out that burn, because I'm like, I'm very slow healer for some reason. I mean, this is from last August, 1st of August, blackberry bushes. I know. And I take plenty of supplements. It's nothing like that. It's just me. I'm a very slow healer, apparently. I feel like I have to say blue healer like I'm a dog. Anyway, here we go. There's that. There's that. Let's put one of these. Anyway, I realized I got to looking at it. It's actually a scar now. Yeah. So, that idiot thing turned into a scar. I was telling Mitzi about it. I was like, yeah, it's a scar. I kept thinking that, boy, why isn't it healing anymore? You know, it's still really prominent when I watch the videos back. You know, I'm so used to seeing it that I don't always notice it, but when I'm editing the videos, I sure, wow. And she says, well, it was a pretty big one. And I'm like, yeah, and it was pretty deep. That's probably not the technical term. I can't think of what it is, the medically correct terminology. But, you know, I don't want to get the degrees of burn wrong, but it was more than a 1st degree. But, yeah. So, what else is going on? Oh, that poor people in that submersible in Titanic. I knew the first time I heard about it a few days ago. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to turn out well at all. And then I saw on BBC, briefly on YouTube earlier today, they were saying that they had found wreckage by the Titanic that looked like it was from that submersible. And that is one thing, I don't care how much money you have. There's not enough money in the world to get me to go down 2.5 miles under the ocean floor in a small craft. I couldn't even do it I couldn't be in the Navy and be a submariner. I can never say that word. I always want to call it submarine. You know, like yellow submarine. Hey, some people can't say cinnamon or aluminum. or as my friends across the pond and probably every other country in the world call it, aluminium. Alright, make sure that I can stick something in there. There we go. Another pocket done. Okay, I don't know what it is. It's blank page, white pages and just blank coffee guide. That just can't do it. Nope, 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 nope. Alright. Well, I don't want to keep you guys much longer. It's probably been a good hour. Or close to. Yeah. So not much in here today. Just a craft and chat. And for those of you who, you know, heard the news. You know, it is what it is. It's very sad. Let's put some of this on here right quick. But, you know, it happens and it's part of owning livestock. I mean, they're livestock. It's, you know, farm animals and, you know, they're not big and hardy like, you know, my bulldog. My Izzy girl who likes to friggin' jump out of windows when she's in the car because she sees something she wants, or she's mad at me because I won't let her get out because she's been a naughty dog. I don't know what her issue is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But she needs to straighten up and fly right, because that is the last time. I really thought, I'm just going up the road. You know, I don't even have the window down all the way. I mean, it was down most of the way, but not all the way, but just enough for her to be mad and go, okay, fine, you won't let me out, I'll just jump out. What are you going to do about it? Want to make something of it? Yeah, I made something of it. I made her go to her C-R-A-T-E. That's what I made of it. So, anyway. Oh. All right, and that's probably a little bit too far. No, wait a minute. I'm in the right journal for that. Sorry, I was suddenly thinking I was not going to have enough room, but it will be fine. So, whew, okay, I need to call this because I'm having another hot flash and I need to really turn on the air conditioning or something. So, here is the signature so far. I will cover this later. It's going to be tuck. Here's our flip out writing spot, which you can put tuck here and tuck its own thing back into it. It's a little fiddly, but it'll work. You will work because you just did. There you go. We got some tracing paper there that I'm probably not going to do much with other than put things in the pockets that I made. There. Here's another tuck. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And so there we are. Here's our envelope. Our envelope pocket. So, if you liked what you saw today, please give me a thumbs up. And at least a smiley face or something in the comments. You don't even have to really say anything. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Share this video with your friends. And again, if you listened, I really appreciate it. I really do. Wow. Didn't think I'd still be so upset, but I am. I really am. So, anyway, until Monday, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.